Hey there, it's Bob here. I just did a video a little while ago. Thought I'd go ahead and add some more stuff to this. Let me see here. I wanted to talk about some channels I follow real quick before I get into the charge controller deal. Anyways, I need to find a spot here. My wife keeps texting me to see how I'm doing this. Some of the channels I follow here lately, I have shoutouts I do quite a bit. Well, they're the same ones I always follow. Van Life Gina Payne, she's wonderful. I've always followed her for quite a while since she actually started doing the vlogs. She went from every few days to every day during the quarantine, and I appreciate it because a lot of interesting stuff. When you live in sticks and bricks like I do, my wife and I do. You kind of feel like you miss out on the adventure and all that stuff. Sorry, I keep getting these alerts in my video here on my phone, but so it's like I live vicariously through other people. I enjoy the van life stuff. My Stepvan, as you can see, it's kind of in progress right now, but it's going to be my optional side hustle / recreational vehicle. So the more I can do to get it to where I'm more self-sustaining. Like right now, I finally got solar. I need to add my battery collection and my solar panel collection. Right now, it's only 100 watt and 12 volt with a 100 amp hour battery. But I don't like this lighting in here. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do is let me. Sorry, I keep looking away. I'm trying to make sure I got this screen up before it goes dark on me here. Driving Home is one of my favorite channels. That's another one I've been watching a lot of lately. And Lamont, I think is his name. Wonderful guy. I think I did a shout out for him here a while back. He's just got done doing installation in his Stepvan, so kind of had a big project for himself on that. But I've been following him. I haven't seen a whole lot of videos lately other than that. But people are busy, and with work and the weather and everything else, it gets kind of hard to keep up on these. And my channel is not going to be a big hitter. It never was meant to be. More, and I mentioned to someone else that if anything, it's just my own testament of this last couple years, the projects I've been doing. If something were to happen to me, my family would have something to see, of things that I did, the projects. My point of view is not that they don't already know about all this stuff, because I'm usually away from them when I'm doing this stuff. But it's become more aware lately that we just don't have a whole lot of pictures, a whole lot of videos, family and stuff, and you feel like you're missing periods of your life. And so these videos, like I said, they're mostly for me and my projects. But if the channel grows, great. It would be cool if it did. As I get older, if I had something that something helps someone down the road. You'll never get rich off YouTube, so it's kind of neat to think that maybe you might get a little something out of it. Something for your time. I don't post much interesting stuff. It's more random, weird, oddball stuff, I guess. But anyways, something I mentioned to this other lady. I'm sorry for that squeaky chair. That there's only two times you really die. There's the mortal death, and then there's the last time someone says your name, and if anything, you go a step further, the last time they remember you. I always try to honor my ancestors and my grandfather. My mother's been gone most of my life. People that have been there for me growing up, even the generations before me that got me here. I don't owe any of them anything, really. I mean, my coming about in my life is, we're all just, kind of perpetuating our DNA into this whole planet. So whatever. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, you get the what I'm saying about trying to keep a vlog of myself. Maybe I can look back on it and just cringe or laugh. The stupid stuff I say or how I say it or how goofy I am. I don't know. But anyways, I just do the videos out of fun. I'm not going to get rich or do anything with them. Back to my shout out. So I had Lamont, the Driving Home, awesome channel. Catherine's RV, it's another great channel. I've been following her. she was in an RV when I first started following the channel, and then she moved in a house, and I think now she's back in the RV. I kind of got lost in a couple of them where she was at because I skipped around a little bit. You know, when you watch a video, it shows what it's going to show next. It doesn't mean it's in chronological order, so I kind of got off track on where she was at on that. I'll have to see if I can put some links to these videos too on my description of this. Another one is Van Life Rocks. He's a great guy. I've been watching a lot of his stuff, and I like he's usually short, keeps to the point. He has some live ones where he does. I don't really watch a lot of the live videos just because it's too lengthy. I don't really have that much time to dedicate, and there's just too many channels I follow and too many 1 hour lives, and a lot of them do it to get the hours, to help get their channel monetized. So I don't blame them. I can't do it. I usually try to stick to the 10 to 20 minute length videos here. Right now I'm at 5, and it's hard to remember to point, look right at the camera because I want to look at my face right here. The camera's right here. So anyways, you see that when people are on these iPhones, that it's like they don't always look at the actual camera, they're looking at their screen. So that's usually what I'm doing. Okay, so Van Life Rocks, wonderful channel. On Van Life Mode, it's another channel I just started watching. They're kind of a newer channel. They got a lot of little quick videos. I think, what I understand with YouTube is if you have your videos over 8 minutes, then it's closer to being monetized. They don't monetize the short videos. Now, I may be wrong. I don't know. And plus, you got to have 1,000 subscribers. I think I got 83, 84 subscribers, so I'm nowhere near all that. Getting there. Samantha Olmstead is another one I enjoy watching. I will try to post a link down at the bottom. Wonderful channel. She was a flight attendant, and she decided, I think she got furloughed, and she bought a conversion van just to travel with, her and her friends, like a little party wagon to hang out at whenever they were traveling around. But then she wound up just deciding to convert it completely and to live in it. Man, it's lighting. It's bright over here and it's dark over here. I need to get more lighting out here. So it's like my hair's all messed up. Whatever. And so Samantha Olmstead, like I said, I'll post links. Van Life is not a crime. That's the guy. A lot of y'all know him. The name of the channel is A Guy in His Van. Meek and his dog Atticus, and Veronica is the name of his van. A lot of people name their vehicles. I named mine Roscoe. I don't know why. Just the name. I'm kind of an old school 70s, 80s kid, so it's like I like those older names. Fred, Gus, Roscoe, whatever. Yeah, I used to like that show, Dukes of Hazzard. I love that series. Aside from all the stuff they talk about with the flags and all that, I love the show. And so A Guy in His Van, he had a lot of great channels, or a lot of great videos. I don't know what happened to him. I need to watch more of his last ones. I think he was living somewhere in Texas, staying somewhere in Texas. He had some health problems. I think kidney stones, what he was dealing with. I'm sorry, I'm looking at a screen since I'm looking at my phone. But last thing he posted was 2 months ago. And by the way, he brought it up. If you're not getting notifications on someone's videos, you might go and look. And I think YouTube did something different where when they did the new making sure that it's restricted access to viewers or for kids or whatever, you had to reset it. So if you don't get notifications from a channel you like, and maybe they do a lot of cursing, or they're they have hyperbole, with political stuff. I try to stay out of all that stuff, but if they have anything controversial, or maybe they smoke pot on their video, I don't know. But anyways, you might sometimes have to unsubscribe and resubscribe, and then hit the bell for notifications for what you want, and then resets that. And so I did that with his, and I've had him ever since. But the last video I've had of him was from 2 months ago. Phoenix Rising. Her name actually is, her husband's name is Stepvan, her name is Rita. Wonderful people. She does a lot of cooking stuff, talks a lot about health stuff. Her and her husband sold, they got out of their apartment, bought a Dodge ProMaster, I believe, and built it out. And they live in California. Wonderful people. I follow them on Instagram. I try to follow all these people on Instagram whenever I can. And so, I'll post links on my video to them. She has like small line stores where she sells stuff, like a boutique stuff. I do jewelry, and I keep forgetting to get back with her. I've been so busy anyways. I don't make enough flatware jewelry to sell it all. You know, if you want something, I make it. I just don't have the time to make a bunch of surplus that will just sit there and wait till it sells. Whenever I do stuff like that, I sell to our local antique mall. Yeah, I'm sorry about that squeaky chair. That sucks. I need to do some of this, tighten it up or grease it or something. But Phoenix Rising, she's a wonderful person. That's the name of their channel. Her name's Sharita. Her husband's name's Stepvan. The Dawn of Van Life, that's another one I've been following. Really enjoy her channel. She's a wonderful person. She lives in California. I think she just recently split from California because people were vandalizing her van and harassing her. You know, van life's not a crime. And I'm just going to say, I'm not a van lifer. You know, I love the idea of being able to pack up, my wife and me, and just hop in a van. You know, if the grid collapses, you know, we'll survive. Because all I need is you know, food that doesn't need to be refrigerated, potable water, storage. You know, I got a start on, you know, power, you know, that's not on the grid. It's very limited right now, but it'll grow. It's like, you know, solar panels, $70 a piece, $20 for the mounts, you know, another $15 for the cords, and $120 for the batteries. Whatever. I mean, it's easily to grow, and I'll eventually, if I come across some lithium at a bargain I can afford, I'll do that too. But anyways, this lighting sucks. Sorry about that. The Dawn of Van Life, she's a wonderful person. She has all kinds of cool stuff. She's real big on do-it-yourselfer stuff, and she's trying to get into fitness, you know, to lose a few pounds, because you know, it doesn't matter how we get where we're at. Sometimes, you know, you got to reset yourself a little bit. And so that's that. Van Life Gina Payne, a hella artsy dude. That's another one I follow. I follow a bunch of them, you know. By the way, let me turn this around. I'm going to go ahead and show you some more of this solar setup I got. Hold on just a second. Alright, so I'm back. So let me walk over here. I got a mess over here where I had my phone. Alrighty, I got it's one of these long battery packs that, oh my god. Anyways, whew. So looking at this solar charge booklet, I noticed some things on here, and I'm going to wait to hear back from Rich Solar. Now they have all these parts, you know, the details on here. Something, here's about the different modes. This is not a review, you know, I haven't had a long enough to review, but you have a several things. It automatically default goes to sealed, and you got flooded, user, I don't know exactly what that is, gel, and then lithium ion. So this battery I have is a Duracell. It's a flooded battery, but it's also sealed. Moving this card is label to check for fluid levels after battery's been in service. It's semi-sealed, I guess. You know, I don't know what you really. It is not a maintenance-free. This will require maintenance, as it says. Removing this card is label to check the fluid levels after battery's been in service. And so this is a semi-sealed. Yes, it's not maintenance-free, but it is a sealed battery. But it's also a flooded battery. So when you get in this book, you got to kind of know what to set that to, because it does make a difference. Let me use this here, because my solar charge controller has parameters for each different one. So here's where I'm going to run into issues. Sealed lead acid battery, gel, open lead acid. Mine is not open. This is a lead acid battery, semi-sealed, but I just trying to verify that, you know, what I need to set it up as, because they're both lead acid, but it's flooded, and so and then you got sealed. I don't know. I'm going to find out when you get into the parameters, though. There's not a whole lot of difference. 14.8 for the open, equalizing voltage. 14.6, so it's two higher, same. Everything else is the same. I'm comparing these two here. So 14. Anyways, everything else is pretty much the same. I just want to. It could be because it's yes. So, and how you set this is you hold this button right here in, and it gives you the option. It'll flash, it'll go blank, and then it'll just show you 12 volt, 24 volt, or if it's let me turn this light down a little bit. And then you'll have your options of your different batteries. So you just move the cursor around till you get to the one you want. And that's kind of how I figured that out. Here's the other thing, Will Prowse. I watch his channel. That's another one. That's I don't know. I just call Will Prowse. He does all kinds of solar technical training. Good channel. I mean, excellent. He's probably got the best channel out there when it comes to learning about how to create a solar system. Starts off with 100 watt to 400 watt or higher, and he'll do a built system for you if you want. He'll spec it out. He has a book that he sells online that has everything. So I'm going to plug my fan into so they get the wires run. Anyways, so I noticed he had the 50 amp resettable fuse. And I don't know why I got the 40 amp. I should have got the 50. I'm going to see if where I bought this has the 50 amp because I'm going to go up an amp. I believe it's 40 times 1.25, and then they've come up with 50. So I think I need a 50 amp. But I also noticed when he was showing it, when he was building his, he had the copper on this side, on the charge controller side, and not on the battery side. And I'm just bringing this up because after doing some research, these will weld themselves shut. When it opens up, there's actually a YouTube channel on YouTube that cuts it open and shows you what happens. There's like a reed in there that as it gets hot, it bends and it opens the contact. And so the copper is the battery side. When you read this, it says battery and then it says auxiliary right here, right up. You can't see it underneath this, but it is underneath this. And they have all plastic, all steel, whatever, insulated like mine. But I'm only bringing this up because if you do it the wrong direction, what I understand is it will weld itself closed and could cause problems. And when he hooked his up on his video where he builds the 400 watt system or the 100 watt system, I don't know if he didn't care because he's just doing a quick, here's how, a real quick video on this is how you do it. But I noticed he had his backwards. So I'm just going to say if you buy one of these, get it the right direction. And that's still, I don't understand, if I'm just slowing the flow of the battery going up to this or what. But I put mine on the battery side because that's what it said. I think that's because all the juices in my situation is going to be coming from the battery, not the charge controller. So I would think you'd want it to go the direction, that it's going to be flowing. I'm going to have some voltage going down to the battery, but nothing like what's going to be coming out. Once I start using some of this stuff, I'll go up in the amperage. And he had his hooked up differently. It's all going to the same spots as mine, but it is set up a little bit differently. And I got the 150 amp here, and this here's the 250 amp fuse. This will kick out. I'm not too worried. It's just all redundancy. You got your caps on here. But I did this because I wanted a way just to totally isolate this without having to take anything out, or to undo anything. I can just push that button and it totally shuts everything off. And my battery right now, this is running off the battery solely. It's a little dark outside right now, so there's nothing voltage-wise coming in. And so there's 0 coming in, and there's nothing. My battery says 12.9 volts. If it's charging it higher, that's 0 going out, etc., etc. 7 amp hours, 0 amp hours, 16 degrees Celsius, 15. I'm not sure what all that's your errors. There's no errors. And so I'm just going to leave it running. Last night I had it turned off for when I come out here, and then I turned it on. But before I turned it on, I noticed the error light was on, and it was like E1, which I think I showed my last video I just did a couple hours ago. Showed that I think it's because of the voltage overload coming in, but it's nothing that was bad because it just means that where did I find that? Somewhere in here. Yeah, it was just saying that I had a load. I had electricity coming in, but there was no load, so it was just like sitting there. Hard to do this with one hand. Anyways, I just wanted to mention that. It's pretty. It's like it may not even matter. It's just one of those things. I notice those things, when you put stuff together, you want to make sure you're right. And I had a hard time crimping these things because I didn't buy one of those fancy crimpers. When I get stuff, sometimes I don't like waiting on YouTube or not YouTube, but Amazon, or to get one of those nice little bench mount crimpers. What I wound up doing is getting my my crimp ends, put it right here. I'd set it right here, kind of hammer down flat to where it would bite down on the wire. Then I set it here at an angle. And then I had dumbing punches here, and I would tap on. I'll see if I can load some pictures right here. Anyways, and that's how I did that, and it did fine with the crimps. And I didn't have all the electric tape. I looked all over for it, so I had some, and then I lost it. So I just put some tape just so I didn't wind up bumping something on these. I got the right tape I need to do. Being better to hit some heat shrink. I want to cover stuff up slightly. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got. I got some wire I'm gonna use. I'm gonna have to fish it through my fan. It's nice and warm out here. This little heater, actually, I did show it in my last video. It's a nice little heater. This is just something I found at Lowe's. I don't know what the brand is. Doesn't even matter really. Just Profusion heat, and it's a radiant. And so here's it's got a switch. See, it just kicks off. Hit that little switch. So if you tilt it or pick it up, and you put it back down, and it comes on. And if you turn this down a little bit, see, it's a little thermostat. Not an exact science, but it does kind of make sure it doesn't overheat too much. I got it on full tilt right now. I'm not going to be in here very long. Anyways, let me see. That's that. Not a perfect system. It's just a start. I need to get a DC to DC controller. And I've just been, the Donna Van Life YouTube channel. She was the one that kind of showed that she wanted another way to charge her batteries up. I don't even use this right now. Every time I kick it on, I run the risk of kicking the breaker out of my garage. It pulls a lot more. In the Donna Van Life, she talked about having her solar panels not keeping up sometimes to keep her battery charged up. So what she did was she got a DC to DC controller, and she has to hook it up to her battery and the alternator. And she runs the output into the battery for her house battery. And what that does is you hook it up to the sense wire to the ignition switch, and so when you turn the vehicle on, it powers it up, but it doesn't start charging this battery until it shows, I think, 13.4 volts coming out of the alternator. So it doesn't drain her car battery just to charge up the house battery. And I've heard some of those will fail, but it's one of those things, I guess you better make sure you buy a nice one. Energy makes them. There's all kinds of places out there that make them. I think you can buy them. AutoZone probably carries their own. Anyways, I did a video earlier, so I don't know. I wasn't really planning on doing another one this quick, but I was looking further and further into this battery type issue just to make sure I don't want to overheat it. Not that it's been drawn down. And that's the other thing. I see we're at 12.9 volts now. It's dark out. That's what my battery is maintaining at. What it'll be before it gets to be the sun starts coming back up. My question is how much is this going to draw? Keeping that on and sensing stuff. It can't draw much. Probably next to nothing. Just it's LCD. Then you got your LED light in there. But that's all I got. I just want to do a little shout out and a little more discussion on the battery types. I'm in a group on, I don't have a Facebook account. I am on Instagram, and I'm on Snapchat, KIK, MeWe, other formats. I hate Facebook, even though Instagram's owned by Facebook. That's like the very, very minimum I'll have for social media. And then I'm on YouTube. But if you find me, I'm on Instagram. I have Odin's Lock LLC, and then Odin's Lock is my main channel, I believe. And one of them is my public channel, the other is private. But my private channel, there's if you have a Stepvan and you want to be in the Stepvan group we got on there, it's just a few other Stepvanners. Most of us are just in the middle of building this out or living in or whatever. I'm using mine for a mobile shop first, but I'll use it for recreation here when it gets warmer. Right now I'm just still having fun of building it. But if you're on Instagram and you have Stepvan, shout out to me and I'll see if I can get you in there. I'm located right now in Liberty, Missouri. I don't like Missouri that much. I'm hoping, whenever, it'll probably be 3 or 4 years, I'm going to try to get the wife to maybe let's try out moving to like Arizona or somewhere southwest. I like warm. I hate cold. But that's kind of the plan. I just want to get out to where it's better weather year round. I can handle heat. I just hate cold. But anyways, that's kind of my game plan right now. I just kind of haven't fully figured out what I'm going to do with this setup here. But anyways, I'll go ahead and get off here. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.